Oh, thanks, everyone. I have two announcements. First, we didn't use EasyCater for this meeting, which is why the food never arrived. Also, and I just thought of this, effective immediately, everyone will be paid in wildly volatile cryptocurrency. You're all now billionaires. And now you're broke.
Bad ideas happen when there's no food for the meeting. So make sure it's on time and as ordered from more than 80,000 restaurants. Now, EasyCater.
You're rich again. And now you're not.
Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.
Hey, I'm Peter Bukowski, host of the Locked On Today podcast. Trying to stay on top of every big story in sports is a full-time job. I know, because it is my full-time job. But it's not yours. That's why we have a network of local experts ready to give you the inside scoop on everything you truly need to know in the sports world. And we do it every day to make sure you're always caught up on the latest and greatest in sports. Listen to the Locked On Today podcast every day on the Odyssey app or wherever you get podcasts.
And now,
if you have two quarterbacks, that means you don't have one quarterback.
Yeah, but everybody already knows what Cam Newton is doing when he comes in the game. He's either running the ball or throwing it into the ground. So what's the difference?
Be curious, not judgmental.
I'm waiting for Courtney Cox to announce her new project. Do you know what that's going to be? Anybody have any information on that? It is? Okay.
Broadcasting from beautiful and safe.
May not even be safe. Probably not for your workers, even.
Brighton, Massachusetts.
Just disregard that.
All across the WEEI Sports Radio Network.
Or streaming at weei.com.
An Odyssey station.
This is
The Greg Hill Show.
The Greg Hill Show.
The Greg Hill Morning Show.
What's up with you? How's that?
Right. Man, ain't this going on? Trying to survive?
With your host.
I live next door to Greg Hill, and he's not an impressive guy.
Greg Hill.
I think the Ritz people are lying to us. I think there must be another reason why there's a jagged edge.
It's a sturdy cracker. You don't
No,
think?
no, it ain't
That's
that
Greg's
sturdy.
nickname.
Only in Chatham,
Yeah,
Curtis.
only in Chatham.
I have a reservation for two under Sturdy Cracker.
Featuring the original spark of the Pats dynasty, Wiggy.
There's no way we go back, though. I think there's no way. There's no.
You sure?
Listen,
There's a Wiggy jinx.
No.
Oh, God,
Did it
you're
again.
right.
If there's no way, if we go back, I mean, we're all like back at games.
Yeah.
People are just concerts, the nightclubs. There's no way they're gonna roll that back.
Stop talking, Wiggy.
Oh, you and your whatever variant, chili variant.
Great. Now I have to have chili for lunch.
Joined by
Ken and Curtis aren't adults.
two idiot producers,
They are co-hosts.
Ken and Curtis.
Wiggy, you're thinking of Timothy Dalton.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
He was like wedged in there for like one James Bond movie.
And then there was Roger Moore.
Roger Moore, was he the first or was Connery the first?
No, I think Lazenby was
George
Lazenby was the
Ordway
first.
was first.
Now,
But we've got to be role models.
Right.
Oh, God.
it's time for the Greg Hill Morning Show.
You masshole!
Gave them a lot of what for.
You just have no idea what you're talking about. Cover it. Let's cover it.
I love you dearly.
On Sports Radio,
Cheers. Crushing the Bears and watching the Pats.
From your lips to God's ears.
WEEI.
Because of Curtis. I'm gonna shoot my shots and run out the building.
What's going on, everybody?
Yo, what's poppin', Greg?
How are you, Wiggy?
I'm good.
Curtis?
Present.
Ken?
Good morning, Greg.
Coming up, I believe, on the second anniversary of this program, is it time for a new show intro song?
Oh, well, we have 3 songs, but so you want a whole new montage?
I'm talking about the Bruce song is really, Adam Raised a Cane is really the show, the official show anthem.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it time for a new one?
Yes, let's do a new one.
Okay.
Why don't we rotate it with hits found on Greg's list?
we could do that if you wanted.
Go from Bruce to Taylor Swift.
There's no Taylor Swift on my new music station on Odyssey, so I don't know why you continue to profess that narrative. It's not accurate.
I got to say, Walking Pudge last night, I was so pumped to hear a little Barbie Girl. That was a nice little surprise.
It's not on there either. That is not on there either, Curtis.
Great tune. I agree.
I think you might want to put Taylor Swift on your Greg's list. She's pretty big.
She is big. Yeah, she is big. Absolutely. Well, how would we select a new song? Will you do some kind of a mail-in ballot thing, Ken, or how do you want to do that?
Poll on Twitch.
I was thinking more of like a search.
A search?
Yeah.
What?
We audition different songs.
Oh, like a house band?
Oh, you mean like the co-host search?
Yeah, we take the top.
That went well.
We do like the top 10, and then we whittle that
to nowhere
to 5.
Hey, listen, I think a big announcement on the co-host coming this week before I depart for another quick vacation. I think that's going to happen. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday.
Labor Day.
You know,
tomorrow is Thursday.
Wait, is tomorrow Thursday?
Yeah, so you got one day.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it has to be today or tomorrow.
Bingo.
All right. Okay. Oh, we're going to squeeze it in there somewhere. Well, welcome to your show. Coming up in about 10 or 15 minutes, we will get to today's leads at around 6:20. And then the dumbest of the day at 7:30 on this morning's show. And Mike Florio from ProFootballTalk.com will join us at 9:30 to talk N'Keal Harry.
Yep.
Let's see. If you'd like to be on, the number to call is 617-779-7937, or you can text on the text line, which is 37937. Also, 3 chances this morning to win $1,000 cash in our typical National Radio Cash contest. We will give you the code words at 7:10 and at 8:10 and at 9:10. And a disappointing Red Sox loss last night, Ken Laird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're due. I mean, you win 10 out of 11. Mm-hmm. You can certainly chalk that up to they're due for a loss.
Well, yeah,
and
you ran into a pitcher that Spaz, I believe, said is not an all-star. He's not all-star worthy.
That's correct.
7 innings of 2-hit ball.
Spaz sent me like a factoid stats, like a detailed rundown of why he shouldn't be an all-star.
Oh wow!
Oh, he's another big baseball guy, is he? Spaz?
Yeah.
Suddenly. Well, I mean, things would have gone differently. That was an awesome catch on that Bogarts ball. So things could have gone differently.
And Evaldi let it get away from him in the first. If he doesn't let it, those 3 runs get away from him in the first, because then he settles down, who knows?
Do we have an update on the spin ratio or anything like that you could
I'll have Spaz check that.
Okay, you're going to have Spaz check on that.
Did you watch any of the great match yesterday?
I did. I watched an awful lot of the match, which I thought was great.
Yeah, you did. I tuned in a little bit. I was bored, but I tuned in.
Why were you bored by
I tuned in right when it was like Charles Barkley was talking about how great Brady was, and now that motivated him when he played 9 holes and then was running wind sprints in the parking lot. I was like, oh, really?
I don't know. I mean, I think you get some interesting moments. I love watching professional golfers. I think it was the 6th hole, Curtis, where Mickelson, it was a par 3. Mickelson steps up, tells you exactly where his ball is going to go, and hits it exactly where he said he was going to hit it. And then Bryson did the exact same thing, put it like an inch closer. And so I love watching guys who can play golf like that, because I cannot. So.
I don't know why golf doesn't do this every offseason. Like, they should have great players do matches and put it on, TNT, NBC, whatever. It's a great watch. It's pretty quick. And the one issue with the broadcast yesterday, though, was way too many voices. Like, they have 20 people talking at the same time. Just have Barkley and that bore Brian Anderson, and that's it. And then have Gronk call in. I wish Belichick would have called in. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, no, it was great when Gronk called in. We'll get to that audio at some point this morning. I thought Tom Brady or somebody should have wrestled that bear that appeared just off the green. That would have made it way more interesting. But it's good television. I like watching it.
It's long though. Did it go from 5:30 to like 11?
Yeah, it takes them a long time. Jeez. Absolutely takes them.
You
a long
can pop
time.
in and out, Wiggs, though.
I did. I popped in, and then I was like back and forth to obviously from the basketball pregame. Then once that started, I kind of stuck there. I just, for me, golf is really not my big sport. I wish it was more entertaining, more fans, maybe that kind of stuff.
I know golf is not your big sport. Didn't you have Cam Newton number 10 on the list of PGA tournament players?
Well, I bet he could do it.
On your list.
We'll have a big year this year.
Yeah. All right. We got to get to Ken Laird and what is trending this morning.
The Greg Hill Show, morning 6 to 10. Now here's what's trending on WEEI.
Well, trending brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade Seltzer, the only hard lemonade seltzer made by hard lemonade experts, now available in Liberty Wine and Spirits in Braintree. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. Mike's Hard Lemonade Company, Chicago, Illinois. Well, knocking the Red Sox off the top of trending, Patriots news in the form of N'Keal Harry asking to be traded.
Okay. No problem.
See you later.
You find somebody who wants you, but we'll start to work at that right away.
This is your 2019 first-round pick. This was a first-round receiver 2 years later and some change, he wants out of here. His agent, Jamal Tucson, releasing a statement saying, quote, I have informed the Patriots today I am formally requesting a trade on behalf of my client, end quote. Just what a disappointing now, first of all, are they going to trade him?
I mean, I would think so.
What are they?
They can force him to play.
What are they going to get for him? Honestly, what does he have? 45 catches and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, maybe you get one team that goes, we'll make a run on him for the 7th round draft pick.
Yeah, somebody will take a flyer at him. You get something. But,
we'll know that Brady is still the GM in Tampa if they trade a 7th for Harry and only dress him week 4.
And, of course, Mac Jones signs his rookie contract, which Wiggy loves those deals.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. 15.
Please,
Details not officially disclosed.
Can we go a morning without talking about rookie contracts, please?
We'll do that. Red Sox fall in Anaheim 5-3, the final. Shohei Ohtani, RBI double in the first. On the mound, he pitched into the 8th. 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Nathan Eovaldi tagged with a loss. The All-Star giving up 5 earned over 5 2/3. You mentioned that big catch on the center field wall in the 6th, Greg, to take away the 2-run homer from Bogarts. So a little rubber match today, 4:07 your first pitch, 3:07 pregame on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Radio Network. Erod on the mound, opposing lefty Andrew Haney. Suns beat the Bucks in Game 1 in Phoenix, 118-105. Chris Paul, pretty good, Wiggs.
Oh, yeah.
32 points, 16 of them in the third quarter, 9 assists, 2 turnovers, that's it.
Yeah, I think Phoenix is there's too much for Milwaukee. You know, Giannis played. I mean, Giannis looked pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was just too much Paul, too much Booker, and too much Ayton.
He was surprised he played. He did play. Played pretty well. 20 points and 17 rebounds. Rachel Nichols of ESPN, not part of the pregame coverage on ESPN. Greg was very sad about that. Her show, The Jump, canceled for the day.
Canceled by Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis led the charge on cancel culture yesterday.
Yeah,
on
that
Rachel
is
Nichols.
strange.
Another notch in my belt.
Cancel culture Curtis.
See you, Rachel.
Malika Andrews was on the sideline, but I thought that's the whole point. Rachel Nichols didn't want to be on the sideline. She was going to be on the sideline. I'm very confused by the whole thing.
Well, she didn't want to be removed from being the host with
studio host.
Yeah, whereas Maria Taylor, I think it's Adrian Wojnarowski and who else? Who else is on? Is it Jalen Rose and Jay Williams? Yeah,
sure. Yes, exactly.
Sure. Whatever Wiggy says.
Whatever you said.
Well, there's some age bombs getting dropped.
I mean, did Jay Williams, did he ever address that idiotic tweet or just acted like he got hacked and never mentioned again?
No, they blew through that stop sign.
Oh. What age bombs are being dropped?
Well, they're saying Adrian Wojnarowski is also holding down the brother at ESPN.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll send you the little link.
Wojo's black?
No.
Oh.
No.
Game 5 of the Cup final tonight in Tampa, 8 p.m. See if the Habs can force a Game 6 back in Montreal. Euro semis. Yesterday, Italy over Spain in penalty kicks. Today, 3 p.m. kickoff, England and Denmark for the right to face Italy. And that's what's trending on the Greg Hill Morning Show. Your leads coming up next.
Why is there a harbor seal walking around the office?
Oh, that's our new CEO.
Come again?
Well, apparently they didn't order through EasyCater for the board meeting, and when the food didn't arrive, they kind of lost focus. Next thing you know,
we have a seal as our CEO. Did I say something wrong?
No, she just wants a mackerel. Here you go.
Bad ideas happen when there's no food for the meeting. So make sure it's on time and as ordered from more than 80,000 restaurants. Now, EasyCater.
Thank you. I just got promoted.
Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.
Innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses work together and continue to build the future. Our expertise, talented workforce, and collaborative environment are making a difference now and shaping the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio to put your plans in motion. That's michiganbusiness.org/radio.
This is the Greg Hill Show on WEEI.
Are you going to go see Wolfgang Van Halen's band when they open up for Guns N' Roses, I believe, at Fenway?
Absolutely, yeah. I got tickets for that show, and they start at 5:30, which is early.
Wow.
So I'll be there for that.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Really early.
Well, the Fenway curfew and everything.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, they mentioned bar in that song. Is Howl at the Moon opening this week? Is that still a go?
Yes.
Whoa, baby.
It is a go. Are you going to go?
Absolutely. That's tomorrow.
Are you going to wear some kind of a protective suit or something? You might be mingling with other people,
Are you going to let me in the bar?
He's wide open, though.
Of course.
It's going to be like Garoppolo at the TB12 facility. I'll be like locked out.
Yeah, finally. It's been 14 months, 15 months, whatever it is. Finally.
Long time.
Finally opening up. So we'll see you Thursday night.
Will you be behind the bar, like ringing the bell?
Maybe.
Sam
Maybe
Malone?
I will.
Mayday Malone?
Maybe I will. Maybe I will get behind the bar, serve up a beverage or two. Why
Danielle's already in line.
Danielle will probably be there. She showed up to a foundation event over my vacation last
Saw that
week,
on social media.
Yeah.
Her and Courtney were there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she and Courtney Cox were both there. Yeah, it was a weird coincidence. weird coincidence. Courtney has some time on her hands now because she left Nesson. I don't know if you saw that or not.
I read online.
Did you read that?
Why are you trying to piss off the listener? Why? What is the
Because what
strategy?
are they getting angry about? We had like the greatest co-host search in the history of. Did I say coho? I think I did. We had the greatest co-host search in the history of co-host searches, and people get frustrated by it. I don't understand why. I mean, I thought it was good radio.
I thought it was great. Ken did an awesome job getting all those people.
It
in.
was great.
I got my new big board revised and ready to go.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
And Brittany's still in the lobby upstairs.
I think Brittany is doing some kind of a cross-country trip or something. I follow her on Instagram, and she's been traveling all across the country. So
I hope she has ways.
She posts like 3 times an hour. I had to unfollow her. I like her, but God, it's just incessant.
No, D had you unfollow her. Ken.
Oh, yeah.
On tomorrow's show, big get by Numbnuts. Retired Los Angeles police detective Mike Rothmiller, who we talked about yesterday, will join us to discuss his new book, which is called Bombshell: The Night Bobby Kennedy Killed Marilyn Monroe.
Woo.
Damn.
That will be tomorrow morning at 8:30. And Curtis, you said this book is #1 pre-order-wise on Amazon, correct?
#1 new release in the entire book world on Amazon.com.
Yeah. So
about
this
Dale's
guy, I mentioned this. I
think it sold 1 copy.
Fighting with Thornton.
I mentioned this yesterday, but
It is thick.
this guy actually got a confession out of Peter Lawford, who was like in Bobby. He was in the Kennedy posse, and he got a confession out of him that he was there the night that Bobby Kennedy killed Marilyn Monroe. So,
Are you worried this guy's going to get the co-host confession out of you tomorrow?
I don't know.
During the interview.
I mean, the guy could be the guy's a kook, but I don't know. He's had several attempts that were made on his life after this, and I don't know. Seems like he knows his stuff. He said he got access to the secret files of the LAPD.
Wow.
So
Maybe he can give us some insight on Biggie.
Yeah, I was going to say we could probably ask him about Biggie too, Wiggy.
And the last kook we had on, Greg, was that doctor, I forget her last name, who turned out to be right about everything she said about the pandemic.
Oh yes, the woman who was the subject of the film Pandemic.
Yes.
Is that Scan? What was the name of that movie? Scamdemic or something like that.
I think it was Good Will Hunting.
Whatever it was, everybody said she was crazy, and then everything she said turned out to be right. Ken. Did Derek the Steelers fan call in my absence?
He's been
or
on
did he stay away
vacation
from the show?
for like,
oh, he's on vacation. Oh, does he go on? Does Derek go on vacation the same time I do?
Yes. He thinks he's part of the show, so he just... And he might be.
Let's see. Here's a 617 text from an expert who says the co-host rhetoric is very old. Either announce it or don't talk about it.
Ooh,
yes,
wow.
I would love to. I would absolutely love
sick burn.
Absolutely love to announce it, and I hope to be able to do that today or tomorrow. Hello, David.
Good morning, gentlemen. So, Greg, welcome back from vacation.
Thank you,
and Curtis.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
So, Greg, your loyal listeners, they listen. So 2 days in a row now, you talk about Courtney Cox.
Yes.
And you're going with this, so it could go either way. One, you're making sure people know she's available. She left Fox. And
Nesson,
two, are you trying to hint something? Are you trying to hint something?
I don't know, David.
You're teasing it.
David, if it feels like a hint to you, maybe it's a hint. I don't know what to tell you. It's quite possible that it's a hint.
But then he's mandated Mego all next week.
Is Mego on next week?
No,
It's a
unfortunately.
power move right there, huh?
Mego DM'd me yesterday to say that movie I talked about that I said was the worst movie ever was also on her list of the worst movies ever. The one with Pierce Brosnan. You think she's trying to curry favor with us?
She might be.
Is that what she's doing, Mego?
She's still in the running, right?
She is, yeah.
I have her on my big board.
Yeah. Is she on your big board?
Her, Elaine,
Cam
Courtney.
Newton? You have Cam Newton on your big board for co-host?
You have a picture of a blunt fourth.
And Kendra. It's my big board right there.
All right. Do you want to get to Angry Greg before we get to today's leads? Hello, Angry Greg.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for taking my call, guys.
Of course.
Over the weekend, I heard Ken Laird, lifeguard, on Saturday, debating about Belichick and Brady, and the jury's still out. And he was also needling Curtis while he was on vacation. And nothing gets my blood boiling more than massholes choosing Bill over Brady. So I'm here to set the record straight.
Why?
What Brady did last year was like Buster Douglas knocking Mike Tyson's teeth down his throat. This is Ray Rice uppercutting his wife out of her shoes.
Ooh.
This is Luke Skywalker finally striking down Darth Vader.
Okay.
The debate is over, Ken. The mystique of the fat guy in the hoodie, sleeveless hoodie in the blizzard, is over. Nobody talks about Phil Jackson. It was Kobe, Shaq, Jordan, Rodman, Pippen. Okay?
Paxson.
We just wasted a first-round draft pick in N'Keal Harry instead of taking Metcalf or A.J. Brown. This guy is setting us backwards. We're not going forward. And as long as Cam Newton is on this roster, I'll be in Tampa Bay.
Okay. All right.
Enjoy the weather down there in Tampa Bay.
Comparing Tom Brady to Buster Douglas. Could there be any worse of a comparison?
He had
one guy was an underdog one time. Yeah.
One good fight, and that was it.
Made a lot of great points. Belichick reminds me of Peter McNeely.
Well, I think you can. I mean, there will be some judgment made on Bill, the GM, when it comes to the N'Keal Harry news.
Ooh.
And I think that's fine, right?
That's part of my lead.
Is that part of your lead?
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and get to the leads then.
This is the Greg Hill Show. Time now for the lead.
I know it. It's one of those songs I know.
Come on, this is your era. You got to nail this one.
This is 70s, right?
Yeah, 1970.
1970. Give me the first letter that the band name starts with.
The band name S.
S?
Green-eyed lady, lovely lady.
It's like Sugarloaf or
Yeah.
something. Is it Sugarloaf?
Sugarloaf.
All right.
Nicely done.
Nailed it. Is it called Green-Eyed Lady?
Yes, it is.
All right.
A little psychedelic rock for you.
Another great song that I heard on Greg's list yesterday. I love the Venga Boys that you had on there.
It's not on there, Curtis. That's not on there anywhere. But thank you. Today's leads brought to you by Subaru Summer, which is going on right now. Your chance to hit the road in a brand new 2021 Subaru. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
What do these names have in common, Greg? Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Bob Cousy, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Yaz, Ted Williams. You go nationally, Kobe, Magic, Aikman. When I was a kid growing up, Lemieux, Stargell, Bradshaw, Pittsburgh. These were fixtures in towns. Mm-hmm. Hall of Famers that came to a place, stayed with a place, they were loyal. I got to give credit to Giannis. There's a guy who decided to stay. Great loyalty to the city of Milwaukee, called it my town, signed this 5-year extension, could have gone somewhere else, didn't. Love to root for that guy. Yes, they're down 1-0 in the NBA Finals last night. Then you got this other Benedict Arnold turncoat Brady, who's on the course for 8 hours yesterday in this TB12 hat. It's just another disappointment. Just to watch him troll around there. He could have stayed. He could have been loyal. I know Bobby Orr left, like he got screwed by his agent or whatever, but he spent his whole life to stay in this area, and he's still part of this town. That's never going to happen with Brady. Don't you get that sense watching him on the course, just like the sadness of it, the whole thing? Why he had to leave, why he chose to leave, and now it's never going to be the same.
Yeah, I don't get the sense that when he is finally done, he's going to return to the New England area.
Nope.
And work for Staples or something like that. I don't.
Is that what Orr's doing now?
I don't get that sense. But
or got canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
But how often does that occur now? You notice you didn't mention many recent examples of players who stay in one city for their entire
Larry
career.
Fitzgerald,
Fitzgerald.
Tim Duncan, Mariano Rivera.
It doesn't happen.
It happens.
David
it
Ortiz,
could have happened with this guy for sure.
Can we do a poll today? What's worse, Ken's Brady derangement or my Brady love?
It's not even derangement. It's just
It's insane.
Matt Light.
Matt Light.
There you go.
Very
Putting
loyal
Matt
guy.
Light in the same breath as Tom Brady.
One of my favorites. Tony Gwynn, one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. Big
Mr.
champion.
Padre.
How many titles did he have?
Who cares?
Who cares? What's the point of playing?
These are Hall of Famers who were loyal, and they stayed in the city.
Yeah.
And
Ted Williams wasn't loyal.
And
He
they
went to
will
go
always
fight a war.
They will always be remembered that way. They'll be remembered as Mr. Padre Tony Gwynn. He's thought of that way. Even Jim Kelly, like he never left Buffalo. He had some rough.
How many titles did he have?
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Nowitzki.
He won one.
Marino, Elway. These are the guys that are they're bedrocks of their communities. Brady has now blown it all up.
Bedrocks of their community.
I thought Brady was going to hang here in New England. I thought he was going to fight through that little bump in the road.
Right. Fight through adversity. Instead, it's
I don't think he would ever go elsewhere. I thought he was the one player that would be the guy that you knew from beginning to end that never went anywhere else.
But he's a California guy.
No, I don't care about that.
Now he's a Florida guy.
Yeah, but
everybody retires to Florida anyway.
But I don't care where he retires to, Greg. But did you ever think Tom Brady would wear another jersey?
No, I didn't think Belichick would be that stupid.
I did not ever think that he would wear another jersey. But, I mean, it's past. I don't know why there are some who are still obsessed with it, like Ken Laird. All right, Ken, thank you. Curtis, good morning.
All right, so on the heels of the great Tommy Curran, best 50 players of the Belichick era, and quick aside, Wiggy got screwed.
I did.
Last night, somebody tweeted out the Patriots-Chargers game in 01 that I was there with Belichick's kids for that game. Brady's coming out party. Phenomenal game. Jermaine Wiggins caught the game-tying touchdown, got wide open in the end zone. So, Wiggy, you got screwed.
I know.
5 worst decisions of the Belichick era right here. Ready? Number 5, going for it on 4th and 2 against the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, deciding to leave OMF for the Greg Hill show. Number 3, my favorite, benching Butler. Number 2, allowing Brady to negotiate the franchise tag out of his contract and depart for Tampa. And number 1, the worst decision in Bill Belichick's era as head coach and general manager of the Patriots, drafting N'Keal Harry and ignoring his scouts who told him to take Metcalf or Brown. That one decision is what led Brady's departure. Butler cost you 1 Super Bowl. If you drafted the right wide receiver, you could have won 2 or 3 more with Brady. But instead, you took N'Keal Harry. He sucks. He's gone. He can't catch a football, and Brady wins the Super Bowl in Tampa.
Wow. I got to tell you, that is an interesting way to look at things. I mean, Bill the GM is often criticized, and I assume, Wiggy, in your lead, we're going to hear more of that, I guess, based on N'Keal Harry, right? No?
Nope, you won't hear that.
Really?
Nope, because here's my lead. I do agree with you that N'Keal Harry is doo-doo, but I do not blame Bill Belichick, the GM, because at that point in time, the Patriots needed to draft a wide receiver, which they did. N'Keal Harry was 2nd or 3rd on most people's draft boards as far as in the receiver group. But I do blame Bill Belichick, the coach, for not being able to develop N'Keal Harry, the wide receiver. So the GM part, I say, hey, good move, good pick. You got a guy that a lot of people expected to be, hey, this guy's going to be a pretty good player in the NFL. Physically, he had all the measurables. He had the tools. He had the film. No one expected what we got from him. He actually had a better college career than DK Metcalf. But I do blame Bill Belichick, the coach, for not being able to develop this player.
Do you put any blame on Tom Brady, the quarterback?
Yes.
Ooh.
I do put blame on the quarterback because as a great quarterback, you have to sometimes hold the hand of a young player to get him to figure out how the league works. You can't just throw him away when he has a couple bad plays or he's not performing up to the level that you expect him because you are.
Was there a lack of leadership on the part of Tom Brady, which could have developed N'Keal Harry as a better player?
If you want to say leadership, if you want to say patience, whatever words you want to use for it, Brady and Bill, the coach, they're the ones that have to be able to develop a player. And then you get to a point where, hey, we're trying to develop this kid and it pans out. He's not that good. But Ken's right. 2 years in, after the first year of him probably having extreme PTSD from Brady screaming and yelling at him, who only knows what practice. Kid's probably turning in his house, couldn't sleep a night at all. And so I don't blame Bill, the GM. And I know a lot of people were going to go to that one.
Yeah. All right, Wiggy, thank you. Food lead okay today?
I win.
Every day.
I bet Ken $5.
Did you bet $5 on that?
Is it the McNuggets or something else?
Well, sort of. It's in the same category.
Yes.
I will say this. For the 7th year in a row, America has chosen their favorite fast food restaurant.
Damn, Curtis won.
Any guesses?
Oh, man.
Well, wait, if Curtis already knows it.
I'm going to say McDonald's.
Negative.
No?
That is the perfect Wiggy. That was McDonald's was dead last. They were 20th.
Really?
No, wait a minute. Whose list and who'd they talk to?
Wait a minute. Was McDonald's dead last on that list?
Really?
Really? It's the American Customer Satisfaction Index.
Ooh.
And they talk to Americans about food quality, order accuracy, and how polite the employees are.
Okay.
And food. Any other guesses?
Based on that last, I'd say Chick-fil-A must be high.
Chick-fil-A has won for the 7th year in a row. Why, do you find the employees there to be very friendly?
Very friendly, yes. Have a blessed day, and I like that.
Friendly.
Well, they're God squatters.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
I think you have to be a God squatter to work
Well,
there.
except if you're... except if you choose to live your life in a different way, then you can't eat at Chick-fil-A.
Well, I think they still
Be careful.
serve you.
It's not a choice.
I think they still serve you.
Oh, well, do they?
They serve
close
everybody, yeah.
I guess maybe they're closed on Sunday.
So, number 2 was Domino's, believe it or not.
Really?
What? Yes.
Yeah, this list there, I throw this list right out the window.
It's America has spoken, Wiggy.
Fast food?
Yeah.
Ken, you can dump this if it's a client here, but who orders Domino's on purpose?
There are people out there. They like those fold-over sandwiches now.
What you should have said is, who orders Domino's sober?
Well,
that's what
true.
you should have said, Curtis.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, which Wiggy does not like.
Oh, no, I
You're
do
a
not like
Popeyes
their
guy.
chicken.
Number 4 was Starbucks. And number 5 was Five Guys.
Fast food. I mean, that list is all jacked up.
Well, I mean, that's all fast food. That's what America considers to be fast food.
That's fast coffee. If you want coffee,
you can get food there at Starbucks. They have food.
Can you get a cheeseburger at Starbucks?
Wiggy's right. That is not a fast food spot.
It's not?
Yeah, it
No,
is.
you don't eat at Starbucks.
I know. I get their breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, then Ken does. So let's
all right.
That
So
Gouda sandwich is really good.
So
what a bougie sandwich.
Can you get a chicken sandwich there? A cheeseburger?
No.
Exactly. It's not fast food. When I think fast food, I think a chicken sandwich, cheese. Five Guys don't have a drive-through, so how can you be fast food without a drive-through?
No Popeyes?
Starbucks has a drive-through.
Popeyes.
No, Five Guys.
Popeyes is in the bottom 5, Curtis. Bringing up the rear, as Curtis mentioned, McDonald's was last.
Jesus.
Just behind Wendy's, Sonic, Popeyes, and Jack in the Box.
Wow.
So America has spoken. Interesting that there were not a single healthy fast food chain on the list.
Sweet Green was 21st.
Yeah, where was Sweet Greens?
Are there even healthy? Are there even fast food chains that are healthy?
It's a satisfaction index, Greg.
Yeah. Nobody's satisfied with healthy food.
That's such a douche move, putting Starbucks as a fast food joint.
So true.
That's like saying, so Dunkin' Donuts is a fast food joint?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Well, I would say Dunkin' is closer to being a fast food joint than Starbucks, but neither are fast food
I know.
joints.
I thought they'd be like coffee, like if you're looking for quick coffee places or things along.
You have to be going to the place to order food for it to be on the list. Nobody drives to Starbucks to eat something.
Yeah,
right.
I do.
No, you
get coffee and then you get something to eat. But
Right.
your first intention.
Sometimes I look at the chocolate croissant.
That's not. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is such a liberal thing.
Curtis, you're 100% right. You go to this place because you want the food, and then the drink is an afterthought.
Right.
When you go to Starbucks, the drink is the main reason why you go there.
Preach.
Your Venti, strawberry, mango, espresso
Frotty
refresher or something like that. That's why you're going to stop or dunk. You're going there for the my favorite caramel mocha, cream, sugar. That's what iced coffee. That's why you're going there. You're not going to Dunkin' for the apple bacon croissant.
Ken gives his name at Starbucks as still worried about the virus, so they write it on the cup.
Surprised.
So he curries favor with the baristas.
I'm going by the fish now. That's what Tangway called me last week in the reading of Black Mafia.
The fish?
Yeah, that's his name.
Kenny the Fish.
Should we do a shirt?
Sure.
But Greg, if it's lunchtime and you're hungry, you don't drive to Dunk's to eat.
Well, didn't somebody suggest on this show maybe a week and a half ago that in order to be a fast food place, you have to have a drive-through?
That would be me.
Was that you?
That was me that said it.
Yeah.
That was the definition of fast food. And Curtis, I think, actually looked up what the definition was. So Five Guys can't be on the list. You need to have a drive-through.
Neither can Domino's.
No, neither can Domino's.
Well, I mean, we have a real issue. Should we write them a letter?
We should.
Should we address
strongly worded?
Strongly worded letter. All right. Those are our suggestions for the lead this morning. If you'd like to be on the show, the number to call is 617-779-7937, or you can text on the text line, which is 37937. We will get to the dumbest of the day coming up at 7:30 this morning. And then at 9:30, Mike Florio from ProFootballTalk.com will join us to talk about N'Keal Harry and his trade demand. A reminder that you can stream this show at weei.com or on the Odyssey app at any moment, wherever you are. So if you are traveling on some kind of a summer road trip across this country, make sure you download the Odyssey app first so you can take us.
Innovation, resilience, agility. It's how Michigan businesses continue to work together to make a difference now and shape the future. Join us and make your mark where it matters. Visit michiganbusiness.org/radio.
Wherever you go.
This is the Greg Hill Show on WEEI.
The kid, N'Keal Harry, now to me, that's a legitimate receiver.
Right.
That guy can play anywhere on the field. He can play F inside. He can play X outside. He can go inside and make the catch. And when the ball's in his hands, he's a beast. He's a freaking beast. He can go get it. Now, everybody has him going late 1, early 2. Okay, great. You take Metcalf before him, you're an idiot.
That doesn't age so well. The Lombardi.
Yes, it is. Michael Lombardi.
Yeah, that was pre-draft, though.
Pre-draft. Has Bill made a worse draft pick in the first round?
Chad Jackson was second round. He had
Easley.
Easley was a bust.
Yeah, Easley was probably his first round.
Lawrence Maroney.
He was
wasn't bad.
On the 017.
Yeah. I would say Easley is probably the other guy that made first round that you can probably compare that to, because they took Dominic Easley 15 or 16?
Yeah, he was early. I have the pre-draft weaknesses for N'Keal Harry. You ready? Lacks speed, not explosive, bad hands, not fast in and out of breaks, lacks suddenness, can't stretch a defense with speed, won't separate from corners. But other than that, I think he's worth the first-round pick. I mean, what are you doing?
Yeah, but you can't knock a guy. That's pre-draft stuff.
Wait, that's the point of it. We draft people. You rip them if they make a bad pick. That's why he makes $20 million a year.
When his agent requested that trade yesterday, did Bill write back, "Who dis?
Who dis? Who dis?"
Remember we had his coach on, by the way? We had Herm Edwards on.
Yeah.
First of all, Wiggy was trying to campaign to get his son to go to Arizona State.
Stop it.
You set him as real right afterwards.
Hey,
but he was defending him. He was like, "This guy's awesome, tough area, short area quickness."
Wiggy needs to be investigated for all the maneuverings to get his kid a D1 scholarship. I want a full investigation by the NCAA on that.
There's been no shenanigans going on.
Yeah,
everything's been recruiting guidelines.
Above board. It's all above board.
Nice new Escalade you have.
This is Mike from Florida. Hey, Mike.
What's going on, guys? How are we doing today?
Mike, what happened the other day? Did you accidentally put yourself on hold? You had a great call going. Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Oh, my God. I actually, went back and listened to it, and it was I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, my fat freaking face put you guys on hold, so I do apologize for that. I'll try to suck in the cheeks today.
Okay, good.
So anyways, I wanted to talk about N'Keal Harry, a.k.a. Feet for Hands. But the whole Brady, like, oh, he left us. I thought he was one of us. I don't see anybody killing, Bobby Orr, who lives in Florida. I don't see anybody killing David Ortiz. David Ortiz is from the Dominican. Brady's from California. David Ortiz went back to the Dominican, even taking the risk that he would be shot over living in the freezing cold.
Yeah, but he played here his whole career. Nobody cares about post.
Right.
He started with the Twins.
Okay, which gets me to my second point. My next point is, anybody ever stopped and thought about when you look at N'Keal Harry, anybody ever thought maybe N'Keal Harry was the straw that broke the camel's back with Brady, where Brady wanted Metcalf, and Belichick said, I'm going to give him the guy he doesn't want, and Brady was done with him.
Well, Mike, that was essentially what Curtis's lead was this morning, was if not for N'Keal Harry, Tom Brady would still be here.
I don't know if that's the case. I mean, I think Brady was – Belichick didn't want Brady. He made it very clear, okay? And when you're not wanted, especially after all the sacrificing that Tom Brady did, you're going to want to go somewhere else, especially when Brady obviously knew he had much more in the tank. It's like, you know what? Okay, you don't want me here, and now you're going to give me, guy after guy that I don't want. Yeah. I've got to go somewhere. I don't have a choice. I don't have I'm just going to stay in New England because I'm loyal to the fans. The fans weren't loyal to Brady. The fans, were on this radio station with the former show making fun of Brady kissing his kid on the lips. Why would he want to stay in that kind of environment? I'm sure Giselle had a lot to do with it. Like, we got to get out of here. These fans don't give a damn.
But Mike, I would have you go back to 2019. And the Brady, when they brought in AB, was a different Brady. He was invested. He had been re-energized by that acquisition. So if you have the ability to have a young guy, if it was DK Metcalf, I think there is a chance, not a great chance, but there is a chance that Brady decides to stick it out because of the potential of the receiver, and he would have.
Yeah, but you're never going to say it. I understand that, but you have to hold Tom Brady somewhat accountable when it comes to the non-development of N'Keal Harry as a player.
Yep. So was it Tom Brady's fault that Chad Jackson sucked?
Because how much
Wait, was that his fault?
No, it wasn't.
Because he left and sucked.
He was a second rounder.
So he was probably taken 7 or 8 spots after 32. Mm-hmm.
So when you have a Tom Brady, and this was only at the end of his career. Don't fly into a complete panic and curl yourself up under the covers. I'm not ragging on Tom Brady completely.
But you only have a point if he goes somewhere else and succeeds.
When you have that's true. But when you have a Tom Brady who at the end of his career is telling you that he's done with guys, he's done with receivers, he's so frustrated, he's done with receivers, you have to hold him somewhat accountable when it comes to the failure of N'Keal Harry.
And how much of the success that everybody talks about, DK Metcalf, how much of his success is due largely in part because Russell Wilson took him under his wing and says, all right, you know what, don't worry about it, young pup. The NFL's not an easy thing, but I'm a ride with you. So.
But Wiggy, if you're right, and N'Keal Harry is just needs a quarterback that will support him. Why didn't he have a breakout year last year? Cam loved him, gave him nickname after nickname. Why did he suck?
By the way, a texter makes a great point. If N'Keal Harry had feet for hands, that would be perfect for Cam Newton, based on where he throws the ball.
That's why I put more. That's why I put more of the development on Brady as I'm not Brady, but Belichick, the coach, of being able to develop N'Keal Harry, the wide receiver.
But Wiggy, why wasn't N'Keal Harry good last year? Cam loved him.
I mean, you can't. I look at it like this. All right, 1 year we're judging whether or not a guy's good or not.
It's 2 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The first year he was in basically shell shock because Brady was crushing him.
Yeah.
Then the second year, it's kind of like, all right, now I got a completely new quarterback. I'm not saying, based on me watching him play, he doesn't look like he's good enough to play. But I wonder how much of the – because I've always said this before. I remember Parcells telling me this when I got into the league. The NFL is 90% mental, 10% physical. So how much of his mental sanity was destroyed
by Tom Brady?
Yes.
And Wiggy, don't you judge those guys negatively? You were able to thrive with Tom Brady.
But I'm different. I'm built differently.
Because you're a champion. You're a hardworking guy who earned everything you got. You know, you work hard, you fight through adversity, you were undrafted, and you had a great career.
Right, but I'm built differently, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
like a Ford truck. There are guys, every guy is built differently.
I agree.
Wired differently with their DNA.
But the head coach should know the quarterback that he's had for 20 years and what type of receiver he would like. And the guy that it takes a lot of mental toughness to be successful with Tom Brady.
Well, yeah, and I agree with that. I think Brady thrives with guys with veteran receivers. That's why I think he loved the AB situation. I know he tried the whole who was the guy that they then traded for? Sanu. That didn't work out. I wanted Emmanuel Sanders, but whatever. But I think he strives more with those guys, and the younger guys, for whatever reason later on in his career, he has a short leash with.
Well, I just got Instagram DM from James Symington saying, was it the cutting of Antonio Brown that broke Brady's back? Do you think that was...
I think that was more. I think that season is where the frustration really set in for Brady.
Oh, it really began that offseason as we got over in August when he put the house on the market. That was his declaration, I'm done. I don't think it was past the point of no return, meaning if they had gotten on a good run with AB and Brady and he saw the team as a championship contender, but it didn't happen, and it's largely in part because Belichick couldn't bring in the weapons on offense.
Can you imagine Ted Williams saying, like, man, if they don't get me a first baseman, I'm out of here. Get me out of this effing town.
How many titles does he have again?
Ted Williams?
He's beloved and will be forever. He's the greatest hitter of all time.
He's got a statue.
Yeah, he didn't really care about Boston. He went to Europe to fight a war.
Well, he actually fought in 2 wars.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive, Curtis.
Who's doubting that? He's a great American. I love his tunnel.
Well, I do see what you're saying, Ken, as far as there are certain athletes that you think would never wear another uniform, and they would be willing to stick out whatever little, bump in the road that there is.
You don't think Bird was going to go play for the Lakers?
Okay, can we all take a guess? Who is going to trade for N'Keal Harry? Because if you're all right and all he needs is a back rub and a quarterback, then teams should be lining up to acquire him.
I think there'll be a team that'll give up like a 7th-round draft.
Why?
Pick
Why would you give up like a 3rd?
I mean, you're not going to do that. Let's come down to reality world here. But yeah, I think there'll be a team that'll say, we'll take a flyer on him. Maybe we could see. Maybe it's the environment there because everybody does that, right? Oh, it's all about change of scene. We saw it with Taylor Hall. It's all about change of scenery. And there'll be a team that could say that.
Does Bill wait till September 6th or something to let him go?
I think he moves on from him. You would think he'd move on from him pretty quickly, especially when the guy's like, I want out. Because now you don't want a guy that's kind of in that locker room that doesn't want to be there. Just move on, especially when the guy's not somebody of any significance.
Well, N'Keal Harry demanding a trade. More on that this morning. If you'd like to be on today, the number to call is 617-779-7937, or you can text on the text line, which is 37937.
All right, showtime. You ready?
Born ready.
Great. Did you bring the dongle?
What's a dongle?
Never mind. We'll just show them on your laptop.
I was supposed to bring my laptop?
Don't panic. You shared the presentation with me, right?
I forgot.
Well, if you log in, then we can...
My password. I was about to say I forgot my password.
You ordered the food through EasyCater, right?
Yes?
We'll be fine.
Food can make or break a presentation, so make sure you order at EasyCater.com. Individually packaged food delivered right on time. How? EasyCater.
Red River is a technology transformation company. They reimagine the possibilities of technology, enabling organizations to transform beyond the expected. From the cloud and as a service to collaboration and cybersecurity, Red River can meet your mission goals and business objectives. With more than 25 years' experience serving business and government, they deliver the innovative solutions that power your success. Technology decisions aren't black and white. Think red. Visit redriver.com to learn more.